Capricorn, stop scrolling right now. The last day of September isn't just another date. It's a day packed with 4 life-changing miracles that could completely transform your money, love, career, and even your spiritual path. Yes, you heard that right. 4 miracles in just one day that the universe has aligned perfectly for you. And if you miss them, you could miss the biggest opportunities of your year. Imagine waking up to unexpected wealth, reconnecting with someone you thought was gone, finally getting the recognition you deserve at work, and feeling a deep spiritual awakening that changes how you see your entire life. All of this is possible, but only if you're ready to notice the signs and step into these miracles. So here's what you need to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because I'll guide you through each miracle, step by step, showing you exactly how to attract abundance, love, and spiritual clarity. Don't let this moment pass you by. Watch until the very end, Capricorn. Your life is about to change. Miracle number 1, the sudden flow of wealth. The first miracle awaiting you on the last day of September is nothing short of incredible. A sudden flow of wealth. Capricorn, let's be honest, you've always been the builder of the Zodiac. While others may dream big without direction, you're the one who quietly puts in the effort, brick by brick, toward the life you want. Stability, security, and financial independence mean everything to you. And yet, hasn't it felt at times like the universe has been unfair? Like no matter how hard you work, the mountain just keeps growing taller? Well, here's the truth. The last day of September holds a cosmic shift powerful enough to finally break that cycle. This isn't about a small change or a lucky coincidence. It's about momentum. The energy of this day opens the gates for money to flow into your life in ways you couldn't have scripted even if you tried. You might receive news of a forgotten debt being repaid. You might stumble upon an investment suddenly blooming at just the right moment. Or maybe your boss, your client, or even a stranger decides to recognize your value in a way that puts extra money directly into your hands. It could be a raise, a bonus, or a deal that suddenly gets approved after weeks of silence. Whatever form it takes, this flow of wealth is more than just cash. It's proof that the universe is ready to reward your persistence. Think of it like a dam breaking. For months, maybe years, you felt the pressure of financial obstacles holding you back. You've been grinding, saving, calculating, and waiting for a breakthrough. On this day, those blocks collapse. Suddenly, opportunities that felt impossible now feel within reach. Money begins to move toward you with a force that feels both shocking and natural, as though it was always meant for you, but was waiting for the right moment. Miracle number 2, a relationship breakthrough. The second miracle awaiting you, Capricorn, is not about money, work, or status. It's about something even deeper, your relationships. For far too long, you've been carrying emotional weight that no one else could see. You hide it well behind your calm exterior, but inside, you felt the heaviness of misunderstandings, broken trust, and connections that never seemed to heal. Maybe there's someone you once loved, but lost touch with. Maybe a family relationship has been strained, or perhaps you've been silently battling loneliness even in the middle of a crowded room. On the last day of September, the universe sends you a miracle, a breakthrough of love, reconciliation, and clarity. This isn't just a small shift. It's a cosmic intervention designed to remind you that you don't have to walk this life alone. This breakthrough could come in many forms. Perhaps you'll receive a message from someone you thought was gone for good. It could be an apology you've been waiting years to hear. Or it may even be the sudden appearance of a brand new person who feels uncannily familiar, like you've known them in another lifetime. However it shows up, the message will be clear. Love and connection are returning to your life in powerful ways. But let's pause here, because this miracle isn't just about other people. It's about you, Capricorn. You've been guarding your heart behind walls of strength and independence. You've convinced yourself that being self-reliant is safer than risking betrayal or disappointment again. And while your resilience has kept you strong, it has also left parts of your soul feeling isolated. The last day of September changes that. On this day, you'll experience clarity like never before. Suddenly, you'll know who belongs in your life and who doesn't. You'll see which relationships are worth fighting for and which ones have already served their purpose. The fog will lift and the truth will shine through. And this clarity itself is a miracle, because it gives you permission to finally let go of the people who drain you while fully embracing the ones who truly love you. If you're already in a relationship, expect a conversation that shifts everything. It could be a moment of raw honesty, a confession of feelings, or a deep promise that reignites your bond. If you're single, the universe may send you someone who instantly feels like home, someone whose energy resonates with yours in a way that's impossible to ignore. This miracle isn't only about romance. It could be about healing with a parent, rekindling an old friendship, or finding your tribe, the people who understand you on a soul level. For some Capricorns, it might even mean mending a relationship with yourself, finally forgiving your past choices and embracing who you've become. The beauty of this breakthrough is how it will lighten your spirit. Imagine ending September not with the weight of emotional burdens, but with the feeling of relief, closure, and connection. Imagine going to bed that night with peace in your heart, knowing you are loved, supported, and understood. That's the kind of miracle we're talking about here. But Capricorn, there's one more layer. This miracle is also about preparing you for the future. As you move forward, the universe wants you surrounded by people who lift you higher, not those who hold you down. The last day of September acts as a filter, gently but firmly removing relationships that no longer serve your highest good while strengthening the ones that are meant to last. So, pay attention to the signs. Notice the phone call, the text, the random encounter that doesn't feel random at all. Notice the shift in your own heart, the sudden urge to forgive, to reconnect, to speak your truth. These are not coincidences. They are the universe's way of clearing the path for love to flow back into your life. By the time the sun sets on September's final day, you may feel a sense of freedom and connection that you haven't felt in years. The walls will come down, the burdens will lift, and your heart will finally remember what it feels like to be open, whole, and loved. Capricorn, this is your second miracle, a relationship breakthrough so powerful it can change the way you see not only others, but yourself. Miracle number 3, the breakthrough in career and purpose. The third miracle Capricorn will experience on the last day of September is perhaps one of the most defining, a breakthrough in career and life purpose. Capricorn, you've always felt a quiet knowing deep inside. You weren't born just to work, pay bills, and pass time. Your life has a bigger calling, a greater mission. While others may chase quick wins or temporary titles, you've always wanted to build something that lasts, a legacy, a mark on the world that proves your effort mattered. And yet, let's be real, the path hasn't been smooth. There have been moments when doors shut in your face just when you thought you were getting close. Opportunities slipped away at the last second. You've asked yourself, why does it feel like I'm working twice as hard and still standing in the same place? At times, it's felt like the universe was silent, leaving you to question if you were even on the right path at all. That's why the last day of September is so important. On this day, the cosmic energy shifts and it shines a bright, undeniable green light over your career sector. Think of it like the universe raising a sign that says, "Go, it's your time." Suddenly, everything that felt stuck begins to move, and opportunities appear where there was once only struggle. This breakthrough may arrive in a surprising way. You could receive recognition you weren't expecting, a boss or colleague finally acknowledging the value you bring. You might get an email, a phone call, or an offer that validates everything you've been striving for. Maybe a project you thought was going nowhere suddenly gets the green light, or an idea that's been sitting quietly in your notebook becomes the foundation for your future success. But here's what makes this miracle so powerful. It isn't just about external success. It's also about inner alignment. On this day, you'll feel something shift within you. The constant second-guessing, the doubts, the fear that you're not enough, they fade. In their place comes certainty. For the first time in a long time, you'll feel grounded in your purpose. You'll recognize that every setback was secretly preparing you for this moment. Capricorn, you're the mountain climber of the Zodiac, and this miracle feels like reaching a higher peak where you can finally see the bigger picture. You'll look back and realize that every rejection was redirection, every delay was divine timing, and every struggle was shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and ready for success that lasts. And let's talk about what this can mean moving forward. This isn't just about a single promotion, a paycheck, or a pat on the back. This is about a shift in your career trajectory. The last day of September acts as a turning point, one that can elevate you into the role you've always dreamed of, a leader, a creator, an innovator. The path you've been walking suddenly widens, giving you room to expand, to grow, to shine. Imagine waking up on October 1st, not just with more money in your account, but with something far more valuable: purpose. Imagine going to bed each night knowing you're finally in alignment with what you're meant to do, that your work is no longer just work, but a meaningful part of your destiny. That's the miracle this day brings. But here's the catch: you must be ready to receive it. Sometimes opportunities come disguised as challenges. A conversation may push you out of your comfort zone. An offer may require you to take a leap of faith. Or you may suddenly feel inspired to take action on an idea you've been sitting on for too long. Don't ignore these nudges. They are the universe's way of saying, here's your moment. Take it, Capricorn. You've spent years climbing, grinding, proving yourself. On the last day of September, you'll see proof that it wasn't for nothing. Recognition, opportunity, and clarity will meet you at the top of the mountain. And from that vantage point, you'll see that you were never lost. You were always being guided here. This is the third miracle, a breakthrough so powerful that it changes not only how others see you, but how you see yourself. Miracle number 4, a spiritual awakening. The final miracle, Capricorn, is by far the most profound of all, a spiritual awakening. For years, you've devoted yourself to the tangible world: money, career, responsibilities, and stability. You've measured success by achievements, possessions, and recognition, and there's nothing wrong with that. Capricorn, you are the Zodiac's builder, the architect of your destiny. But somewhere deep inside, there has always been a quiet whisper, a subtle pull towards something greater, something that cannot be measured in dollars, promotions, or accolades. On the last day of September, that quiet whisper becomes impossible to ignore. The energies of the cosmos align in a way that makes the invisible visible, the intangible undeniable. Suddenly, moments of synchronicity, which you might have previously dismissed, start appearing in your life with increasing frequency. You may notice repeating numbers everywhere: 1111, 222, 555, each one carrying a message from the universe. You might experience dreams so vivid they leave you breathless, filled with symbols and insights that later reveal themselves in waking life. Intuitive nudges that once seemed like coincidence now demand attention. The veil between you and the divine feels thinner, as if the universe itself is leaning down to whisper in your ear, "You are on the right path. Trust the journey." This awakening isn't about abandoning the material world, it's about seeing it with new eyes. Every struggle you've faced, every challenge you've endured, every setback that left you questioning your path, they were not punishments. They were lessons shaping you into a stronger, wiser, more resilient person. And now, the miracle of spiritual awakening allows you to perceive your life as a tapestry of divine design, where even the difficulties have meaning and purpose. Capricorn, one of the most transformative aspects of this awakening is the shift in perspective it brings. You'll begin to notice opportunities where you once saw obstacles, love where you once saw rejection, and blessings where you once only felt burdens. Your perception expands. What once seemed like mere luck now appears as divine timing. What once felt random now carries intention. You start to recognize that the universe has been working tirelessly behind the scenes, orchestrating circumstances to guide you toward abundance, fulfillment, and purpose. And here's the most powerful element. This spiritual awakening fosters trust, a trust so deep that fear and doubt begin to dissolve. The uncertainty that haunted your decisions fades. You no longer question whether you are enough, whether you are on the right path, or whether your efforts will ever bear fruit. Instead, you understand that you are part of a larger, benevolent plan. Every choice, every challenge, every triumph fits into a divine narrative designed specifically for you. This awakening also invites you to embrace gratitude and presence. You may find yourself noticing small wonders, a stranger's smile, the gentle rustle of leaves, the perfect timing of events, and realizing that everything in life carries a lesson or a gift. Each moment becomes infused with meaning, even the ordinary becomes extraordinary. And as you cultivate this awareness, your relationships, career, and personal growth begin to flourish in ways you could never have planned. Capricorn, this is the miracle that truly changes everything. Once you awaken spiritually, life itself transforms. Your goals, your ambitions, your desires, they don't vanish. They evolve. You approach challenges with clarity, patience, and confidence. You attract people, opportunities, and experiences aligned with your highest good. The fear that once held you back is replaced with faith in your own path and the universe that supports it. By the end of September's final day, you will feel a profound shift within. You may notice an inner calm you haven't felt in years, a clarity that makes decision-making effortless, and an expanded awareness of your life's potential. You will begin to walk through the world differently, more present, more trusting, more attuned to the invisible threads that connect everything. Capricorn, this spiritual awakening is the ultimate miracle because it changes not only what happens in your life, but how you experience it. Money, relationships, career, they all take on new dimensions when viewed through this awakened lens. The last day of September is your invitation to step into this higher consciousness, to embrace your divine connection, and to allow your life to unfold with grace, purpose, and unimaginable possibilities. This is your moment, Capricorn. The spiritual door is wide open. Step through, and you'll never see life the same way again. Capricorn, as we reach the end of this incredible journey through the last day of September, it's time to take a deep breath and truly absorb what the universe is offering you. 4 life-changing miracles are waiting: a sudden flow of wealth, a powerful relationship breakthrough, a career and purpose breakthrough, and the most profound of all, a spiritual awakening. Each one is not random. Each one is perfectly aligned to guide you toward a new chapter of your life, one filled with abundance, clarity, and fulfillment. Now the question is, are you ready to receive it? Because miracles don't just happen by accident. They arrive when you are conscious, alert, and willing to act. The signs are already here. Opportunities are knocking. Messages, meetings, and moments of clarity are all pointing in the same direction. Forward. Your destiny is calling, Capricorn, and it's asking you to step into it fully without hesitation. Imagine ending September not with regret, stress, or doubt, but with hope, excitement, and confidence. Picture yourself moving into October feeling lighter, freer, and more aligned than ever before. Every challenge you've faced, every obstacle you've overcome, every moment of waiting, it was all preparation for this exact point in time. So don't let it slip away. Pay attention to the signs. Trust your intuition. Step boldly into the opportunities that appear. Embrace the connections that return, and open your heart to the spiritual guidance flowing toward you. Capricorn, this is your moment. The last day of September is your gateway to transformation, and the miracles are here for you. The universe is ready. Are you ready to step into the life you've always deserved?